Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. This is our summer beach weather in February, in case you hadn't noticed. And we're trying to bring back a little warm beach weather for this winter part of the year, although with the temperatures lately, you never know. Anyway, we'd like to tell you about the famous groundhog known as Punxsutawney Phil. Reportedly, he saw his shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter weather, although that's debatable. There are doubters. Some weather experts cite the early appearance of spring leaves from southeastern Texas to South Carolina. Others point out that since Mr. Punxsutawney Phil is a Pennsylvania resident, he's not responsible for events occurring outside his jurisdiction. One person who refused to be identified sadly and simply stated, "He didn't see nothing, and neither did you. Now get out of here." Daniel.
Well, Craig, meanwhile, we're coming up on Valentine's Day, which means different things to different people, depending on their relationship status. Some lonely people find the day to be, well, a trial. Some others find the day to be a chore. People who sell cards, candy, or flowers seem to be okay with it, though. We'll touch on that topic throughout tonight's show. There's no getting around it. And now, to the news, Craig.
All right. Thanks, Daniel. Here we go. Well, in breaking news, the police are looking for a missing teenager. 13-year-old Andre Bergstrom went missing from his home on North Frederick Street at around midnight on Tuesday, February 7. Bergstrom is a white male with blue eyes, fair skin, and he wears black-rimmed glasses. He's around 5 feet in height and weighs about 90 pounds. He's believed to have left on his bicycle, which is green, and wearing a red jacket with gray sleeves. If you have any information or have seen this or know someone who might have seen him, police are asking for your help. Please give them a call. Their number should be on your screen there, 703-558-2222. Daniel.
Well, Craig, the American Correctional Association Commission has awarded the Arlington County Sheriff's Office with reaccreditation. Accreditation verifies that facilities are following the ACA's guidelines to run their operations effectively. Their areas of focus include security, inmate care, staff education, and administrative protocol. According to the county website, the ACA Standards are the national benchmark. Arlington's detention facility met 100% of the mandatory requirements and scored a 99.4% for compliance with non-mandatory standards. Reaccreditation is performed in 3-year intervals. Correct.
That's good news for Arlington.
Great news.
Well, February is Black History Month, and at the end of the month, the library, Arlington Public Library, will open an online exhibition documenting the desegregation of Arlington. Desegregation of Arlington Public Schools, that is, through Project DAPS, D-A-P-S. Project DAPS will provide a searchable online database of audio, visual, and text documents related to the battle for desegregation. The library will contribute material from its collections, but they're looking for the public's help and contributions to this. The launch will coincide with the 2017 Feel the Heritage Festival. To learn more, you can visit their website, projects.daps.org. Daniel.
Well, Craig, several homeowners in northern Arlington have been complaining via the social media app Nextdoor about significantly higher water bills from the summer and fall months. According to one resident, her bill rose up from over $350 last year to over $2,000 this year. County officials claim that although this is a big issue in some areas, the total number of requests to investigate this situation from customers is lower this year compared to last year. According to the county's Water and Utilities website, the cause may be due to abnormally hot and dry summer and fall this year, rainfall under half that of 2015, and a spike in residential water consumption. If you would like to dispute your bill or learn more, just give them a call at 703-228-6570 or visit their website, water.arlingtonva.us/customer-service/resolve-high-bills. Correct.
And also on our news items, chilly air and high temperatures are behind another issue that could cost you some money. A new Virginia bill, if passed, will fine pet owners for keeping companion animals tethered outside in extreme weather conditions, with the owner out of sight of the animal. Fines could be as much as $250 for an initial offense and could be up to as much as $500 for a second offense. Arlington County already approved a law to restrict tethering of animals back in 2013. Under that law, violators may receive fines of up to $100 for leaving pets tethered and unsupervised for more than 3 hours within a 24-hour period. And we'll be back with our CBB file right after we hear from Miss Beachcomber herself. Here's Adele Quo, and
Hello.
It's
Easy being green. Adele.
Here's
Hey
Adele.
guys, thanks for the intro to another It's Easy Being Green. After receiving a dozen red roses over the years, it's become a bit of a cliche. Cut flowers die within days, but a carefully chosen living plant makes a delightful green Valentine's Day present that will change with the seasons and symbolize love that grows and lasts over the years. So beyond cut red roses, here are a few ideas from Joe Tree Frog and myself to green up and spice up your Valentine's Day and beyond. If your sweetie likes to plant outside, go native with our Chesapeake Bay flora. The best looking shrub in February, Ilex verticillata, wins hands down. And the best native rose, since a rose is still a rose, check out Rosa carolina and Rosa palustris. The most rare and endangered native plant, Spirea virginiana, needs your help to make sure it doesn't become extinct. Please don't get it mixed up with Spirea japonica, which is not a very special plant, but very commonly planted and currently listed on several invasive plant lists. The best heart plant, our native Dicentra eximia, or wild bleeding heart, is a beautiful, long-blooming perennial. If your sweetie enjoys indoor plants, have fun with exotics. Amp up your creativity and go the extra mile to find a rare, unusual, or wacky plant gift from afar. The most rare is the legendary quadruple flower from Sri Lanka, which is priceless and never been sold. Number 2 is the Juliet Rose, bred by David Austin and introduced in 2006. The most expensive rose ever developed. It took 15 years to create and 15 million to produce. I'm sorry, 5 million. That's still a lot. Although these days you can purchase this rare rose at a more reasonable $27.95 for a bare root plant through David Austin's website. The most unusual plant, the living stones or lithops. Native to southern Africa, they are easy succulents to grow on a sunny windowsill if your beloved doesn't have a green thumb. The Lithops verruculosa rose of Texas has great pink flowers instead of the common yellow or white ones. The most wacky plant has to be Hooker's lips. Not a hoax, nor photoshopped, but a genuine flowering tree native to the rainforests of Colombia, Costa Rica, and Panama, with red leaf bracts that look like large, luscious red lips, known botanically as Psychotria elata. So this year, fellas, search out a living plant for your lucky lady.
Say, Adele, that's a nice looking box you have there.
Yeah, isn't that great?
So how does it work?
Well, it's not candy, believe it or not. It is Whistler Summer.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's not that, well, it is. That's pretty nice. It's
That's
not that
nice.
realistic, though. But you sure there's not some candy in there?
I think it's summer in a box. What do you expect?
Summer in a box. Well, that's kind of the gist of this whole show here. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you,
We
Adele.
appreciate your CBB. And what was that? The lips? I like the lips.
Hot lips.
Hot lips.
Or Hooker's lips.
Oh, okay.
Or
We won't go
Mick Jagger's lips.
Mick Jagger's lips. I'll go with that one. Okay, thanks, Adele.
Thank
Another installment of EBG. And here we go now with CBB. We're ready for CBB? Yeah, okay. Here we go. CBB Community Bulletin Board file. Well, the Field of Heritage Festival is the annual celebration of Arlington's African American history and culture. That'll be held coming up Saturday, February 25. You can tour, view photos and other artifacts from Arlington's historically African-American institutions. You can eat soul food, watch African dances, listen to live rhythm and blues, and a whole lot more. Several exhibitors will be on hand, such as AARP and regional master naturalists and Knock Civic Association members will be there. There'll also be several kids' activities like face painting and balloons. This event is free and it will run from 1 to 6 p.m. at Drew Community Center. You can visit parks at arlingtonva.us/events and search for Feel the Heritage Festival for more details. Daniel.
Whether or not you've seen the movie Hidden Figures about 3 pioneering African-American women scientists at NASA, you can still learn the untold stories of African-American contributions to science, technology, engineering, and math. Lecturer, author, and historian C.R. Gibbs will discuss hidden heroes at the Shirlington Branch Library. That's on Sunday, February the 12th, in the Campbell Room. It will run from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Visit the website, and it is a long one, tinyurl.com/Hidden Heroes History for more information and to RSVP. Craig.
And Daniel, also in our CBB file, Tuesday, February 14th, as you may have noticed, and we've been hinting at here, is Valentine's Day. If your special someone would like something other than roses and candy, then consider attending some events around Arlington. Arlington Cinema and Draft House will screen The Princess Bride from late afternoon until late evening. This cult classic features a young Robin Wright, who is now well known for her TV show House of Cards, and Mandy Patinkin, who stars in the TV show Homeland. For more information, you can visit arlingtondrafthouse.com for details. Daniel.
Well, Craig, if you prefer a more classical French vibe, then consider listening to the music of French virtuoso composer Camille Saint-Saëns. You can hear several of his works, including the Sonata of Violin and Piano and Fantasy for Violin and Harp. That's on number 124. The DC-based National Chamber Ensemble will perform. The concert will be on Saturday, February the 11th, starting at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are between $17 and $33. The venue is Roslyn Spectrum Theater. Give them a call at 703-685-7590 or visit their website. That's at nationalchambersensemble.org for all the information. Mr. Nolan.
All right, and our beach weather in February continues right after we hear from Denise Pringle and her review of Roe. Here's Denise.
Roe, the politically charged play by Lisa Loomer, is currently stirring up audiences at Arena Stage. It is a co-production of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival and Berkeley Repertory, but it is just the sort of play Arena is hoping to encourage through its Power Play initiative. It tackles a subject that deeply divides Americans: the history of the 1973 Supreme Court decision on Roe v. Wade. It is told as a recollection of the 2 women who were at the center of the court case. Sarah Weddington was the 26-year-old lawyer who effectively argued the case, and Jane Roe was the alias of Norma McCorvey, the defendant. Sarah Jane Agnew, as Sarah Weddington, has a steady and impressive legal career. 44 years later, she still takes pride in her landmark Supreme Court case and is still committed to championing women's legal rights. Sarah Bruner, as Norma McCorvey, leads a life in constant flux. At the age of 21, she approached Sarah because she wanted an abortion, not realizing that years would go by before her case was decided. She had 3 children, all of whom were adopted. She came out as a lesbian and was in a relationship that lasted 23 years. She worked in an abortion clinic, was baptized as a born-again Christian, changed opinions and careers to work for Operation Rescue, and is now a Roman Catholic and no longer a lesbian. I am sure that Sarah might wish that she had chosen a more traditional client, but the real-life truths of Norma's life don't even need to be embellished to provide gripping drama. Director Bill Rosh tackles all the changing aspects of Norma's life with an even hand. No matter what your position on the abortion issue, you will find some parts of this play to identify with. The set, with its projected backdrops, easily serves the changing locales of the action, while the 9 stools and actors in black robes convincingly remind you of the gravity of the Supreme Court decision. Roe continues at Arena's Krieger Theater through February 19th. It is funny and entertaining, but it has an even bigger job. It will continue to provoke meaningful debate and passionate discussion. I'm Denise Pringle for Rich Masavny. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Denise. We appreciate it. A review of Roe down at Keegan Theater. All right, that's our theater review. Moving right along now, as promised, our News for Senior segment. And in News for Senior this week, the real news is the absence of news. That is to say, a search of the Arlington County Parks and Recreation website listed no events scheduled. So it is not certain if this is just an omission from the website or if there are really simply no events planned. We'll try to determine the actual situation, and we'll report on that next week. In the meanwhile, interested seniors can call the Office of Senior Adult Programs, or OSAP, at 703-228-4744 for more information. Okay, and moving right along on this Beats Weather in February edition of the Arlington Weekly News, now time for our very own Amy Sue Huheey and her special Valentine's presentation. Here's Amy.
Arlington, you rock! Arlington, you're awesome! Arlington, I'm yours. So what time of year is it when you bring out all these candy hearts? Why, it's Valentine's Day, of course, on Tuesday. So I'm here with my wonderful friend Miriam that we all know and love, and she is going to help me tonight do some great crafts that you can do with your kids. They're fun and they are so easy, and that's the best part.
And super sweet, right?
And super sweet, yes. And you can eat them too along with your kids. Now, our kids, unfortunately, my baby is all grown up. She's getting her driver's license officially on Thursday. But I remember trying to find, fun little crafts to do with her when she was little. And I taught preschool for 6 years, so I remember trying to find crafts to do with my little ones. So these are super duper fun. So what we're going to do, we're going to make these tonight. They're really cute. They're graham cracker tic-tac-toe boards.
I've never seen that before.
Isn't that cute? Can you see these?
Yeah, that's beautiful. So
now, meanwhile, what did one pickle say to the other pickle on Valentine's Day? You mean a great deal to me. And then we're going to make these little tiny teddy bear grams, and they're holding a little heart. Can you see that little candy heart? Isn't that cute? That is so very cute. And they're so easy to make. I mean, I made like a whole army of them. It was just so much fun.
you can stuff your little animal with them.
Exactly. Now, why should you never break up with a goalie on Valentine's Day?
I don't know. Something about scoring?
Miriam, something about scoring. Because he's a keeper.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so how to make them.
Okay, what do we do?
First, you take your graham cracker. So easy. And you take your icing, just a little tube of icing, any color you want. Usually red, pink, or purple works better. And I found out, oddly enough, it's kind of hard to draw a straight line, but
Okay.
you draw your checkerboard, your tic-tac-toe board. Very simple. So just draw your tic-tac-toe board, just like so. Very simple. Okay. Then, any way you want to do your candy hearts, you just take your candy hearts. It's really best to just dip it in your white icing. And again, you get to eat white icing and graham crackers. I forgot how good graham crackers are. I don't think I've had a graham cracker since I was since my little girl was little. And these things are delicious.
Cute. My hero.
The funny thing is now they say things like text me. So,
Oh, yeah, not call me anymore. Right?
meet me at Starbucks. So you just put your candy hearts, dip them in the icing, and just put them on your tic-tac-toe board any way you want.
Okay.
And the kids will love doing this. Trust me.
Little variety here.
Exactly. And they can eat the candy hearts, which I love these things. They're delicious. And just put it on there. It takes a few minutes. I would let it dry
Okay.
if you want them to stick. And there you go. You have your tic-tac-toe board.
Very nice.
And or if you've got a preschool party that you need the kids to do a little craft, or you're hosting the preschool party, these are really, really cute and fun to take. Let the kids make. Oh, Miriam, you're very good at this.
You like this?
Very
We're
good
gonna
at
take
this.
them to a cookie exchange.
There you go. Perfect. Now for the Teddy Grahams. These are even easier, and I'm all about
Very
easy crafts. Trust me. Then what you're going to do is take your little Teddy Grahams, which are super cute. These are delicious if you haven't had one in a while.
All right.
Now on his little pudgy wudgy belly, you're going to take your candy heart, and again, just dip it in the icing, like so. I think Miriam's eating over there. Are you eating?
Just a little frosting. on the
Just a little
belly.
frosting. You can resist frosting. And you just put it on his little pudgy belly,
Those are.
just like, I know, aren't they delicious? And look, he's holding his little candy heart. Yeah, Miriam is perfect at this. Miriam is, you get Craig in here,
Preschool crafts.
mess the whole thing up. Yeah.
I got an A in that.
I think you got to be a mom to be able to be good at these things. All right.
I love it. Thank you.
Now, there is something super fun coming up to do with your kids as well. There is going to be a family skate night while Miriam is working on her army of teddy bear men at Thomas Jefferson Community and Fitness Center at 3501 South 2nd Street. And that's going to be on February the 18th from 6:30 to 9 o'clock. And it's only $2 to get in. You can't beat that.
Wow, what night is that?
That's on February the 18th, family skate night. $3 skate rental. Cash only. They say to bring extra money for there's going to be a moon bounce. There's going to be food. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to roller skate with a live DJ. Moon bounce, there's going to be a snack bar, and this is an enjoyable roller skating experience for the entire family. They say this program is extremely popular, so they suggest they bring your own skates if you can, if you have them, and have exact change for your group. So for details, contact eBravo at arlingtonva.us. That's eBravo at arlingtonva.us. And the phone number, do you have a pen and pencil? Probably most of you in Arlington know where the Thomas Jefferson Community and Fitness Center is. But if you need the phone number, it's 703-228-7783. That's 703-228-7783. And that sounds like a really fun time. All right, Miriam, you ready?
I'm ready.
What did the guy with the broken leg say to the nurse?
Gimp on over here.
Get on over here. That's a good guess. I've got a crutch on you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So guess what? Miriam and I have both been married exactly. We've both been married for 17 years. Can you believe that?
It's a long time to be married.
But it has been for me. It has been a wonderful
Oh,
17 years. Rob, I love you dearly. He's a wonderful man, the best Valentine ever. What would you say to yours?
Certainly beats dating.
Yes, yes. Happy Valentine's,
Happy
everyone.
Valentine's Day. Mwah.
Make some crafts and have a great time.
All right. Well, thanks, Amy Sue, and
Awesome.
her young student there, arts and crafts student Miriam, doing a very good job there, putting those little sweet treats together. We appreciate that, and it's about time to wrap things up here. This our Summer at the Beach in February show. We thank you for watching. A little bit different show here this year. And to commemorate all of the heat wave that we had last summer, here's a little ditty that was written by yours truly called "It Ain't the Heat." For now, that's it for this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Happy Valentine's Day. Next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll try it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye. It ain't the heat, it's the humidity that'll get your attention. Out on the street, it's stupidity if you fail to mention that it's hot, hot, hot in Washington, capital of the nation. Yeah, it's hot, hot, hot in Washington. Go grab a cold libation. Hot, hot, hot in Washington, mid to upper 90s. Yeah, it's hot, hot, hot in Washington. Tear off those tidy whities. If you have to work out in the heat, drink lots and lots of water. You can take your shirt off but be discreet. It'll only make it hotter because it's hot, hot, hot in Washington, capital of the nation. You know it's hot, hot, hot in Washington. Go grab a cold libation. In the office air, it's nice and cool. You found a place to hide. If you're freezing there, don't be a fool. Just take a step outside because it's hot, hot, hot in Washington, capital of the nation. You know it's hot, hot, hot in Washington. Go grab a cold libation. Yeah, it's hot, hot, hot in Washington, mid to upper 90s. You know it's hot, hot, hot in Washington. Rip off those tidy whities. If you have to work out in the heat, drink lots and lots of water. You can take your shirt off, don't be discreet. It'll only make it hotter because it's hot, hot.